Assalamualaikum. My name is nurhanani Hidayati. I will present about automotive component manufacturing for assignment 1. Okay, for this assignment, I choose the component of rim, and I will describe about 3 steps. First is for the fabrication process. Second one is the software that I choose. Third one is the simulation process. Okay, I continue with the first step. If the fabrication process of ring consists of 5. First is hot forging, which is metalworking process in which metal are plastically deformed above their crystallization temperature, and isothermal forging. Second one is for cold spinning, where cold work metal forming process, which start with flat shaped metal cut into a disc and then forms the material over a rotating mandrel to make a round shape. Third one is for the heat treatment, the process of heating and cooling metals using specific predetermined method to obtain desired properties. Then both ferrous as well as non-ferrous metal undergo heat treatment before putting them to use. Fourth is machining. A piece of raw material is cut into a desired final shape and size by a controlled material removal process and a tuning process using computer numerical control CNC, or a ball beating process on the ring is done using a milling process with a right diameter. Then last one is surface finishing. Surface texture or surface topography is the nature of a surface as defined by the 3 characteristics of lay, surface roughness, and roughness. Okay, now I proceed to the software that to be used to animate and simulate the rain. The software that I use is SolidWorks, with which rim are designed and using the parameters to simulate a tensile test and thermal test. This enables the identification of the critical factors, thus changing and improving the foot well. Okay, first is simulation process of rain. Okay, first simulation is about tensile test. As we can see, this one is the final result that I get. For the step, I start the simulation with simulation. Second one is new study, then click uh, right, and then select material. The material that I use for this room is alloy 061, and goes to the fixture where fixed geometry to select the fixed point, and then external load force, select force, insert the value of force that I use is 1700 Newton, and then goes to create mesh, run the study, and the simulation will show strain, displacement, and stress. And the final one is generate report that I will give at the end of this slide. This one is the comparison result of tensile test. A, as we can see, stress. Second one, B is strain, and C is displacement. Okay, this one is tensile test report. Okay, from this report, we can get the properties of the. Okay, continue of tensile test report. For this one, as we can get the study properties, the units, and then the material properties. Okay, I use the alloy 061, so the properties are stated as this one, and then the lots and fixtures that I use. Then is the mesh information, the details about mesh information and the diagram, and then the reaction force that I use were 1700 Newton, and the details are stated as this given, and this is the diagram from the test. Okay, next we will proceed to the simulation of thermal test. The step is a bit typical, which is we start with the simulation, new study, click thermal. The difference is just we click the thermal, choose or select material is same is alloy 6061 and which is aluminium. Then thermal load and select temperature, then select thermal condition or part on part. Uh, Thermal temperature that I use for my material is 70 Celsius. And then create mesh, run this study, and they show the result of the thermal. So this is the conclusions of the test report. Same as the tensile test report. Uh, Consists of study properties, units, mesh information, thermal loads, and the study result by the diagrams given. Thank you.